Action Reparations in America. Before I go on, I too must ask permission from the elders to speak. Today is a very, very special day for us here in Chicago. We have in the House, as was stated, the Dean of the Congressional Black Caucus, the senior-most member of the U.S. Congress of African descent, and an indefatigable reparations advocate, the Honorable Congressman John Kamm. We have a tireless thinker and organizer on the major issues facing the black world, Dr. Ron Daniels. We have Detroit's strongest reparations voice in the City Council, Councilwoman Joanne Watson, and Illinois' strongest voice in the State Capitol, and Senator Donnie Trotter. We have two of the elite African-centered warrior scholars in the African world, and certainly no other two sit at the top of the list of scholar activists here in Chicago than Drs. Ivor Carruthers and Dr. Conrad Burrell. We have one of Chicago's premier reparations attorney, Judge Lionel Jean Baptiste. And we have the superior follower of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, the leader of the Nation of Islam, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. In addition to all of these great reparations minds we have with us today, standing in place of His Excellency Dr. Ralph Salvis, the President of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, and a Pan-African warrior scholar in his own right, Dr. Hilary Beckles at the University of West Indies. This indeed is a very special day in Chicago and in America for people back in descent as we assemble here to revitalize the reparations movement. Ncobra would like to offer greetings to all who are represented here today. Ncobra, the National Coalition of Blacks for Reparations in America, wholeheartedly endorses this gathering. We are certain that many of the founders of Ncobra, those who are no longer with us in the present, are guiding our steps from the realm of ancestryhood today. Dr. Mario Bedelli, Queen Mother Dorothy Lewis, Baba Kalonji Olusegun, Sister Jerry Agahini, Chicago's Baba Hannah Brown Free, Mama Odie Marico, Reparations Day Jenkins, Kwame Afo, and the recently deceased Mayor of Jackson, Mississippi, Choco Lamumba, are just a few of the founders of this title and tireless workers of this great organization who did not live to see the fruition of the work. However, make no mistake about it, what we're here to discuss here is the result of work that those visionaries have done.
That's right.
All of them standing on the shoulders of Callie House and Queen Mother Moore.
That's it.
In addition to working with Congressman Conyers in 1989 when he first introduced H.R. 40, the Commission to Study Reparation Proposal Act for African Americans, a bill that he has introduced in every congressional session since then, Ncobra has had many major contributions and accomplishments in the reparations movement. It was Ncobra who purposely, intentionally, and strategically set out to, quote, make reparations a household word. It accomplished that by the year 2000. Few blacks by that time had not heard of reparations. Our work even inspired director Spike Lee to name his company 40 Acres and a Mule. Ncobra gave to the African descendant community in America what we call the 5 injury areas. These are what we hold are the major areas of reparations resources should be targeted: economics, education, health, criminal justice, and our peoplehood. Ncobra's legal commission was instrumental along with the Reparations Coordinating Committee in preparing litigation against the city of Tulsa, Oklahoma on behalf of the Tulsa survivors, those blacks who are still living that experienced the terror attacks, bombing and burning of Black Wall Street. Our legal commission was also highly active in the 2003 litigation against many major corporations that criminally injured our ancestors. Injuries that have exacerbated and seem almost insurmountable today. Although we were unsuccessful in the outcome, our efforts again prove that this nation is bent on continuing this criminality against people of African descent indefinitely. Nor has it any intention without being forced to engage in the healing and repair process on its own. However, these actions on behalf of the courts has also made some of us even more unwavering in our resolve and more relentless in our struggle. In 2001 in Durban, South Africa, the World Conference Against Racism, Ncobra had a large presence amongst the Durban 400. true heroes and heroes of our time. It was one of Ncobra's founders and chair of our legal commission, law professor and attorney Ajua Ayatera, who delivered the Afro-descendant and Afro-diaspora message to the African Governmental Caucus there at the World Conference. In Bridgetown, Barbados, in 2002, what was organized as the African and Afro-descendant Caucus follow-up in Durban, the caucus adopted Ncobra's definition of reparations as a definitive definition of reparations for the African world. That definition is, reparations is a process of repairing, healing, and restoring people who were injured due to our group identity in violation of our fundamental human rights by a government, corporation, institution, or individual. Key to that definition is repair from injury to one's humanity. Also key to that definition is that there are four classes of criminals. In other words, injuring parties. They are governments, corporations, individuals, and institutions. In Chicago last year, Ncobra went up against Norfolk Southern Railroad, one of the most egregious corporations that began criminally injuring our ancestors in 1832 and continued well into the second half of last century via this nation's time-based business system. Well over 100 years of criminal injury. And finally, there was Ncobra who introduced to the African world earlier this year in Johannesburg, South Africa, the 8th Pan-African Congress, where I met Professor Beckles, what we're calling the 21st century reparation paradigm, reparations enforcement. As you see on my t-shirt and those of others who are active in this campaign, we declare we are reparations enforcers. We are unequivocally clear that there's a new thrust in reparations activism globally, understanding that the Durban Declaration and Program of Action, which you will hear more about today, made it an international statement of fact that reparations are a human right for people of African descent. This is because of this long-awaited history of the success of Ncobra as a vanguard for reparations movement in America that I invite you to attend our national conference in June in Indianapolis. With that, again, Ncobra welcomes all to this program, dignitaries, scholars, activists, business community, laymen, women, men, and youth of all ages. We also want to acknowledge the other reparation organizations that are working on the ground here in Chicago, the North American Reparations Task Force, and the Black is Back Coalition. Ncobra fully endorses this great gathering and thank the organizers for allowing us to extend these greetings to all.
At this time, we would like to bring